Hey, good to be back out again. A little warm today. It's about 85 degrees, and good time to come out and kick around the swamp. I got myself cut a hiking stick today because I was really kicking around some heavy swamp a little while ago, and even though it's 85 degrees, the trees think it's spring, and the snakes and gators and stuff think it's spring too. So I don't normally have a hiking stick, but this is something good to where I can throw it at something if I need to. Got my good old Alice hiking belt on me today. That's y'all have seen that 100 times before. It's one of my favorite belts, and we're going to go over that a little while later, as well as what's on my hiking belt. But I'm exploring something that I think could be really promising back in the swamp. So I'm going to go follow the stream back in for a little ways and see where it goes. All right, here's what I saw coming up. This is a nice canal, and it goes straight to the south for a long ways. And where I was a little earlier, it gets really bigger and wider. But here, it's not too big. That's probably 10 feet across. But the cool thing is, I don't know whether you can see it, but it's only about a foot or a foot and a half deep, and the water's perfectly clear. You can see the grass at the bottom. So I've been scouting some aerial photographs of this area for Basecamp. But what's better yet is look at what's behind me. And I also saw in the aerial photos. And this really made me happy. I don't think anybody comes back here. Mainly because I haven't found any trash or water bottles or candy wrappers back here. So look at all these downed trees. Of varying sizes. And this is all just a pine flat. Look at all these natural materials, natural resources out here. What do you think me and Trailblazer Tim can make out of all that stuff? This is probably a 90% place to do the new base camp. I know I found the old one a couple weeks ago, but this one looks even better. I got water close by, and I got a nice high spot. So let's see what else we can find. And this is a really nice walk through these woods. Really nice day. Kind of partly cloudy. Sheesh, it must be 85 degrees. Because man, I am sweating. Walking along the side of this creek that I found. What do you think about all of those logs and nice natural resources and stuff for base camp that I found? That's just going to be awesome. Alright, so I'm walking farther south, and look at that huge oak tree. That's got to be a hurricane blowover. And the farther south I go, the better it is and the cooler it is. The creek is still parallel on the creek. I'm on the west side of the creek, which is good. It's really swampy on the east side over there. That's where I was kicking through about an hour ago, and it's not too cool. It's really swampy on that side, but this side, look at this. It's high and dry. I'm walking straight along this canal bank, and the further I go, the better it is. I don't see any human influence back here. I don't, and you would find beer bottles or beer cans or water bottles or something if people had been back here, but this is a public hunting area, and there's just, look at all the downed trees. Look at all the resources you have if you had to build a shelter out here, which is just exactly what I'm going to do. So I'm going to walk farther south, see what I can see, and then I'm going to come back, and then we're going to talk about a couple of important things. And it's like, I can't wait to get Tim out here and with a saw and some rope and start building a new base camp. I really think it could be pretty cool. There's a lot of big down trees and a lot of big logs, and I'm going to try to make something semi-permanent. And I think I'm fairly safe doing it where I want to, because it's across a little section of creek. And I don't think too many humans get over there. I mean, there's tons of game trails. I mean, there's deers and hogs and turkeys and everything else back there. But there's water close by that we can make all the fresh water out of we want. And I did not see any human trash, like beer cans, beer bottles, water bottles, you know, candy wrappers, any of the telltale signs that humans have been out here, which makes me feel fairly good about this base camp location, even though it is a wildlife management area. I'm pretty sure that if we build it there, nobody will find it. You gotta be pretty resourceful to find it. I almost didn't find the place myself. But this has been a pretty good hike. I'm gonna go up to the camping area, which is another half a mile that way. I still got a ways to walk. Go up to the little picnic table and get a drink of water. Cool off a little bit. But here is my new base camp location. In the coming weeks, I hope to build out a nice semi-permanent base camp back here. So, until the next time, which will be stage 1 of building the base camp, this is Matt the Old Florida Boy saying, I'll see you on the trail.